Hi, friend, my name is Luke and today we talk about best graphics cards 2018. If you like my videos, so please subscribe my channel for more tech videos. The best graphics cards 2018. Keep in mind that the top graphics cards vary wildly depending on what kind of build you're going for, so it may be hard to find the best graphics card for your needs. That's why we decided to compile a guide of the top graphics cards you can buy today, all of which have been tested and reviewed here at TechRadar. So, before you go out to pick out the best graphics cards, we'll list out the top graphics cards you can buy in 2018. 1. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080. Stream processors, 2944, core clock, 1515 MHz, 1800 MHz boost, memory, 8GB GDDR6, memory clock, 14 gigabits per second, power connectors, 1x8 pin, 1x6 pin, outputs, 3x DisplayPort 1.4, 1x HDMI 2.0, 1x USB-C. NVIDIA Turing is out and full force, and the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 is the new best graphics card out there. While it's more expensive than past XX80 releases, it's also much more powerful, showing up even the four-figure price Titan XP. With the RTX 2080, there should be nothing stopping you from achieving high-resolution gaming, though you'll have to turn down some settings if you're trying to play at 4K, 60 FPS. 2. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. Stream processors, 4352, core clock, 1350 MHz, 1635 MHz boost, memory, 11 GB GDDR6, memory clock, 14 gigabits per second, power connectors, 2x8 pin, outputs, 3x DisplayPort 1.4, 1x HDMI 2.0, 1x USB-C. If you're on the market for one of the best graphics cards, and you've got some cash to burn, you might want to consider the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. Without a doubt, it's the most powerful graphics cards on the market, as long as the price doesn't scare you away. And, the first actual game with ray tracing is finally available, Battlefield V. While you can turn RTX on, just keep in mind that it'll hamper performance a bit. 3. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070. Stream processors, 2304, core clock, 1410, memory, 8GB GDDR6, memory clock, 14 gigabits per second, power connectors, 1x8 pin, outputs, 2x DisplayPort 1.4a, 1x HDMI 2.0b, 1x DVI, 1x USB-C. If you want to stick to QHD, with some brief forays into 4K, you might want to check out the RTX 2070. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 brings the new Turing architecture to the mid-range with a performance that dwarfs the GTX 1070 that came before. Not only will you be able to play everything at 1440p, but you're going to get insane performance, up to 120 FPS in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. However, you should consider that the RTX 2070 is significantly more expensive than its predecessor, so that trade-off in price to performance may not be worth it, especially if you're coming from a Pascal card. 4. AMD Radeon RX Vega 56. Stream processors, 3584, core clock, 1156 MHz, memory, 8GB HBM2, memory clock, 800 MHz, power connectors, 2x8 pin, outputs, 3x DisplayPort 1.4, 1x HDMI 2.0. The AMD Radeon RX Vega 56 is the best graphics card for full HD gaming you can buy today. Your benchmarks put it above the GTX 1070. And, now that it's fallen in price to what we would call an acceptable level, there's never been a better time to pick one up. While it's arguably a bit overkill for full HD gaming, the RX Vega 56 will come in handy for 144 to 240 Hz monitors and future-proofing against increasingly demanding games. You can also expect a fantastic 1440p experience with this card. 5. AMD Radeon RX Vega 64. Stream processors, 4096, core clock, 1247 MHz, memory, 8GB HBM2, memory clock, 945 MHz, power connectors, 2x8 pin, outputs, 3x DisplayPort 1.4, 1x HDMI 2.0. Especially now that it's fallen in price from the heyday of cryptocurrency miners, the AMD Radeon RX Vega 64 is the best graphics card for VR gaming. Boasting 4096 stream processors, 256 texture units and 8 GB of HBM2 memory, it's every bit as competent as the NVIDIA GTX 1080 at a lower price. This truly is the AMD card to rule them all.